Welcome back everybody, this is Scuff Depop. Tonight we're going to be looking at Omni-reference from MidJourney. We're also going to be looking in VS Code at some There Is No Software vibe coding. And then we're also going to take another quick look at story writing. Hello everyone. 8 o'clock on the 2nd of May 2025. It's a Friday. I put out a message today saying I was skipping tonight, but actually I meant tomorrow. And it's caused all kinds of chaos. Hey, so for the record, Saturday, tomorrow, I'm just taking a break. It's good weather. Going out and doing some stuff. As you all should. Sunlight's good for you. Anyway, unless it's not, but that's a rare thing, I guess. Alright. Don't forget, if you're watching live, or if you're watching later, we have a Discord. You can join it. And if it wasn't completely broken right now, everything's disappeared. I'll just drag this across. Here you go, here's the rules page because it can't show me anything right now. Every now and then Discord does get a little bit special. There we go, we're back. All kinds of stuff in there. Oh yeah, here's a blast from the past. Decided to put Sharona, let's move this a bit closer. Decided to put Sharona into the green screen with the dancing animation. Works pretty good. There's the original. We're going to be taking a few of these images and throwing them into MidJourney Omni. Okay, so I've got some nodes being created over on the other side, so I might occasionally scoot over there, but hopefully you'll be able to hear me. Alright, let's just push this across. This is obviously made with Viggle AI. Let's jump over to MidJourney. So here's MidJourney. Now obviously this is going to be like a second round. We're going to be coming back into this when we're going to be using the new Omni feature. So if I show here, we have, these are the original images that we used to create the stylized versions. And this obviously was part of the data set that built up the first style model. The character model was built on outputs from the resulting model. And so what I'm hoping to do is get some of the most consistent outputs and throw them into the new Omni-ref, which is a new feature they just recently released. We spotted it on the live stream, not recently, I think it was like yesterday or the day before, and people are starting to talk about it. So I thought, hey, this might be something interesting to throw in the mix. Alright, so let's just pull this out of the way real quick. So yeah, we're going to need to grab some images. So to that I have created a bunch of bins. Let's see, round 2, Sharona. And we're just going to take a quick look at some of these, and I'm just going to drag a few of them out of here. I'm going to do a new keeps. And I'm looking for... Like I already had that one flagged, the consistent... it's hard. Trying to get more of them which don't have the it's a shame there's people in the background. It's going to require, you know what I mean, it's extra work to get rid of the people, but these are all pretty solid. It's funny, you've got to like look at them for multiple different reasons. Like you see this one here, this one looks good, that one, oh, she's really short now, you see, so it's kind of like there are things that you don't notice that fluctuate. That one's good. I'm gonna have to get rid of the extra people. My goodness. It's an easy job though. We could do it in comfy as well. Oh, did it actually move it? Oh, that's cool. Must be a different drive. Usually what happens is everything gets stolen. See if this one didn't have the inconsistent boot. Hello, Dragon Diffusion. Thanks for joining. And yeah, if you nod off, I'll understand. That sounds like, yeah, it's been a bit furious here in the UK. But you know, just another hot day in May. Battlecruiser operational. Hello, Fernicar. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much, my guy. Kurt Curtis, welcome to the stream. So yeah, we are picking some Thoras out. I want to get a good selection. I don't actually need that many. That's the funny thing about this. But it does matter what's in the images. So if it's got a bunch of this rocks and nonsense, that's all we're going to get. That one might work. We're looking for these fur leg bindings to be pretty fat. I mean, that is pretty fat, but I don't know. Got that one already. I think we're going to have to get creative. Yeah, that can work. I'm like in another dimension right now trying to compare these. They're just not quite, the legs just have to be fat. We're looking for big old bindings, like. It's pretty good, but it's got extra straps. Okay, so that's this folder done. Let's go back. I got a couple of these. And I kept changing the parameters every time, so you know, some of these are like, I was like, oh yeah, this is it, and then it would be like random again. Like, oh man, it's squirrely. See, the leg binders aren't big, but that is good image. What? Okay, we're gonna have to do a bit of renaming in Jitsu here. What's this? Yeah, see, big legs. No leg warmers, socks, no socks. It's funny, it's like you rate the entire picture, like the picture's not bad, do you know what I mean? But I'm looking for consistency, so it's a killer. Like this, it's good, but they're just not quite big enough. And they're not, again, they're big, but they're not big enough. They're big, that's pretty good. That one goes in. I'm going to have to judge it based on the size of the leg warmers exclusively. Big leg warmers or bust. No. It's such a shame as well because there's so much really nice... There's so many good designs in here. But we're trying to do a thing, you know? It's like, if I decide there's a character thing, I want to try and make sure that that element is actually represented. See, they're not very big. But they are... No. It's just going to confuse the thing. It's going to confuse the thing. See, here you can't see him. So that's fine. We can take it at a close-up. Kind of desolate, though. See, I only just started changing the character environment. The hunchback. It's all right. They're lightweight. They're lightweight boots. See, there, it's like... some kind of different franchise, but whoa, curation time. That's pretty good, but they seem to have fallen down, and she's wearing like the jacket is way too modern. Socks. Is that Naruto? Goku? Hey, why is this so small? There we go. That's better. Let me give you something to actually look at. The images should be safe. I do hope I don't get in trouble. Every now and then I get in trouble for like an image gets flashed up on the screen. It's like, come on guys. It's not what I do. But the bots don't care. See, that's pretty cool for a character design, but it's even got the correct number of toes. I might have to keep it just for that reason, but there's too many straps and stuff. Maybe she changed the way she ties them up every day. I don't know. Let's keep going. Now those are some big old feet things. Those are some big old feet things. Yakuza characters. Oh yeah, interesting. Could be. I mean, to be honest, I was using a little bit of control net jutsu. So what I mean by that is I was deliberately breaking the control net so that it wouldn't follow what I gave it. But it wouldn't and it wouldn't. Wait. It does follow and it doesn't follow at the same time, and you can turn a broken control net can behave like an IP adapter. I'll have to show you guys that sometime. Essentially, it's like the settings are wrong and it's not following. I'm sure you've seen it before. So control net's follow, but it's making good pictures though, and they are your character. It was an old way of doing it. Oh, see, if they were bigger. Not big enough. We need seriously big ankle warmers. They're pretty big. The clothes are all over. What the heck? Gonna have to clean up some of these images. So yeah, obviously I'm not just doing Thora. I keep calling her Thora. Sharona. Sharona's the blonde one. I'm not just doing Sharona curation. What I'm actually trying to do here tonight is pick some winners for the MidJourney Omni. Yakuza. Oh, did I go past it? She's doing Yakuza poses all the time. That'd be interesting. Oh, but there was some JoJo. I did use some JoJo Bizarre Adventure open pose was used, so that might be it. If it's like really obvious, that's probably what's going on. I mean, these are pretty good. That one's probably better. It's tough, super tough decisions. That one's okay. Very, very red. But yeah, you could consider this being like, I call it like key art. So the idea is to get the sample set closer and closer to what you want to train. And with this method, you can make anything. Animal, vegetable, mineral. What do you want to make? That's not what we're looking for, I'm afraid. Too small. That's about right. It's like the Goldilocks zone of ankle warmer size. They need to have some girth. They're just socks. Too many bandages. Too low. Not enough girth. Well, that is pretty low. No, we don't want to train it. That's too high. They're like knee-length boots. I did experiment with changing the token as well. From like, you know, at some point I start changing it to like skirt, gloves, padded boots, you know, stuff like that. Like here it's matching outfit. That's actually pretty good. They're not consistent yet, but what I'm hoping to do is get it tighter and tighter, like focusing a camera lens. So then each time you come through this process, it gets closer and closer to the concept. Like there's a couple more left in here where we were doing experimentations. And I think towards the end, yeah, I got pretty close. That one was pretty close. The trouble is, too short, it's now a rejection. It's funny, isn't it? Like some of the best images, I'm like, nope. So they're too high, too low. Wait, yeah, too low. It's like this, the Goldilocks zone of ankle warmer girth. Like that is almost too much. But like I said, I'm trying to get, if you're defining the edge of a thing, it's going to vary in between those two tolerances. So the way I see it is if I define that's where the edge is, it's going to be somewhere between here and here, right? So what we're trying to do, like I say, by pulling all of the socks examples out of it, And only keeping, so yeah, I think you understand by now what we're trying to do. So it's literally just a curation fest to get the vectors to line up and align nicely. Like, that's too much. That is too much. That's too short, too modern. They look like boot flares. Too many straps. Too low. It's like looking at 1 million variations of some chick with crazy ankle warmers. But I'm hoping it will make sense when we get this next pass done. So I've given myself sort of like 15-20 minutes after we start to get this. That's pretty good. They don't look, they're not, they might get rejected actually. There's not, see, that's fat, but she hasn't got another, her other leg is a bit weird. I'm not going to risk it. Too low, but that's pretty cool. See, a lot of these images are actually really good. Trouble is, it's sort of like, can't use them because too much variation. And even though it will average out, it needs to have a good... no. I mean, they're pretty good, but it's like I'm looking for... that's actually better. It's going to get an Asian bias. There's been a lot of the Asian Sharonas. That's okay. It's sort of like knee length, but not covering the kneecap is what I'm going for. I know it's quite sort of specific, but... yeah, see, it's too much. My idea is just get as many of them as I can, and then like we'll whittle it down by some other criteria. If it weren't for those straps, I'm going to go to the end of this because there's a lot here, and it might be that I made changes midstream. I try to change the folder, but I don't always. And it's more than likely the better ones are towards the end. Oh my goodness. Climbing skills. Because we are going for like a survivalist vibe. It's not supposed to be looking like manufactured clothing too much. That's a bit... there are knees there. Oh, it's tough. Toes out. How many toes? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's pretty good with toes, you know. That's over the knees, but not enough girth. That's still not enough girth. Too low. Okay, I think that's enough. Otherwise, I'll be here all night just looking through hundreds of images that I just had looked at. These all been cooking overnight, you know. And it just goes on and on and on. Just so much art, concept. Right, okay, we're done. We're done. Right. So now, let's Omni-reference. Right, so first of all, let's pick some images. So, yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Let's put it onto thumbs because we need to see what we got here. Get rid of this for a minute. Make them the biggest ones. Right. So that's short socks, but it's a good style reference. You know, for the actual art style. So I'll put that one in there. And then Is that all of them? That's all of them. No, it's not. Why won't it let me go up and down here? What the hell? I can't scroll. I gotta like... What the hell? That's stupid. Don't know what that's about. So... Second style image is in. Then what? Okay, so that one was really good. Yeah, that one should go into character. So should that one. They're really close. I can't put that there. Oh, we got a slider in there as well. It's funny. Some of these pictures are funny. Right, hang on. So wait, oh, you can only use one? Okay, you can only use one. Okay, maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I just need to pick the winner. Oh, man. I gotta pick a winner and be done with it. Well, that's a pretty good character photo. Knees are a bit high. It's never perfect. That one's probably better. Yeah. That one's got a bigger face. That one's quite clean. Let's go with this one. See what happens. So we've got one there. I've used that. So why not? Why not use... Yeah, use the walking one. Okay, walking one as a style. And then... Where's the other one? Some crazy music on the playlist right now, what the heck? Go with that. Use those three and that one. So this one. Alright. Okay. Go. It begins. Grok just made Sharonas for me. Oh yeah, check it out. Let's have a look. Nice one, Dragon. Look at these. When this is the Sharona Grok made. I love it. Awesome. Awesome, dude. What you want to do now, right? Let's give everyone the demo on this one, right? So let's get this. Oh wait, we can't. Hang on. Yeah, click on here. Animate. Click on here. Animate. Customize. Type something in like dancing, for example. That's the one I like. And then green. We'll come back to that in a minute. Wow, this is pretty slow. I hope I didn't overload it with all of this extra junk. It might be it works better without all that stuff. I don't know yet. The prompt should be aligned though. Isn't Asian close to Mongolian aesthetic? Well, it is, but it's actually 10,000 years in the future. Accurate, Dragon. I'm just reading the chat. Accurate. Oh, nice. We get to chill out. The first half hour was furious. It's not moving, by the way. I'm a little bit worried I broke MidJourney. Let's check on my laptop and see what's going on with the agent over here. What's going on over here? Refresh, perhaps. This thing ain't moving, is it? Let's refresh the page to see what happens. Starting. It's not a good sign. Do you think they broke MidJourney? Wasn't me. I never even got an image yet. I swear it wasn't me. How about we rerun and see what happens? I think they might have. Anyway, let's talk about Omni-ref. See? It's like this. Put in thing, get thing, from thing. It might be that I actually broke it as well. Oh. No. What the heck is this? Is this supposed to be Family Guy? What is this? The Cleveland Show? What? Okay. That was something else. This is something else. Yeah, this is something else. Here, see this image that you just made, Dragon? You posted this in the Discord a second ago. Here it is. Ah, yeah. Same as on the, same as on the outro. Anyway. Fun times. Back to MidJourney. MidJourney. I think the reason it's broken is because I'm using my own custom style. And I don't think you can do that. But it didn't tell me I can't do that. I'm looking at it. There's OREF URL. It's got stylize. Bit experimental. So in other words, yeah, okay. That's good though. I think I figured out why it's not working. Oh! Yeah, well, like I said, I'm going to try it. I'm just going to remove my profile customization for V7. Makes sense if it breaks because of that. Because it seems to be getting stuck at 1/3. Yeah, it was that. So first thing I've learned about this MidJourney Omni is you got to take out, if you want to use an old prompt, you got to take out your, what's it called? Your profile tune. So on MidJourney, if you go to personalize, got it on, off, right? It comes up in the prompt as a little link. Just take that out. Although, if it never gets made, I'll take that back. Well, let's do it properly. I think I can do that. Rerun, no, use. And then personalize is off. Oh wow, it goes over 100%. Cool, let's try that. Haven't seen it work yet, by the way. It's still... Are they training a LoRa right now? What are they doing? To be honest, it's so slow. I could have trained a LoRa by now. What's going on? Right, while MidJourney's doing its thing, we're going to carry on doing our thing. So, I don't know why it's like hung. It might be that it's just busted. I don't know. Okay, so let's take a look at... No, not that one. That one. Right. Let's take a look at Sharona and see what it looks like. What are we looking at here? Okay, that's a bit extreme. That's a bit thin. They're a bit thin. They're a bit extreme. She actually has black hair. She's just a cartoon. That's way too modern. It had nice twinkle toes. I mean, look, I was trying to, you know, I'm not trying to train feet in, but thematically, yeah, makes more sense. So there's a dude there. So that's the other thing I got to check for. I got to check for stuff that shouldn't be. I think most of it's all right. There's a little bit too much trash. If you know what I mean, there's just a bit too much trash. Like, it's gonna learn that. Yeah, she's out. She's out. She's out as well, I think. Too much dark hair. Shame, because they're pretty good shoes. I wonder, is it worth doing an in-paint on there? Making it white? No, just make more images. I think she was made from a previous generation where I didn't even ask for white hair. Yeah, different generation. She was a different generation. Okay, so right now, out of what's left, are there any people in the background? There's one there. There's two there. Right. Up. Let's just get rid of it, mate. I don't even know why there's all this stuff in the sky either, to be honest. What's going on with all this stuff in the sky? Let's sort this out. Oh my goodness. Just flotsam. This is just shift backspace with the object detection tool, guys. It's nothing crazy. Oh, I missed. Oh, now this one should be fun. Yeah, I thought that one would be a bit more interesting. Okay, it did okay. It just can't get that. Can't get that, whatever that is. It's too far. Seems like I need to affect the tolerance somewhere. That'll do. That'll do. Save it. Who else needs to be Starlined out of the shop? Aha! We have another one. Get rid of those ghosts. Look at this. What's this? We've got a goblin in the back. Get rid of it. Oh no, they're everywhere. Oh no, it made another one. Hey, there we go. There we go. Any more for any more? Get rid of that, whatever that is. Oh no! Put it back. Put it back. I regret my decision. Okay. That looks good. Maybe. Who's next? Oh, yeah. Little bit of airbrushing never hurt nobody. Oof, that was horrible. Well, it had to happen. Might need to change. Oh, I wonder if Photoshop can do that. Do you know what? I've never even tried. Right. Ready? This should be funny. I bet it doesn't even... Right, let's try it. Ready? Generative fill. White hair. Oh, it's going to mess up the face. Right, we need to, like, subtract. Where's the paintbrush? What happened? Oh, the tolerance is crap. Fine, we'll do it your way. It's so stupid that they're doing it that way. Okay. If it changes her face, I bet it will. I bet you're supposed to mask it out. Where'd the headphones come from? What the? Photoshop. White hair, no headphones. Don't worry, guys. They ain't catching up anytime soon. What's going on with the headphones, man? But maybe the second image will... Maybe the third image... Okay, so anyway... No. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, we'll do that with... We'll do that with our own tools. Yep. It's useless for that, isn't it? Can we deselect, please? There we go. Alright, easiest thing to do is just don't train the stuff you don't want to, don't want to train. So, yeah. Black hair's out. Okay, this is actually starting to look a little bit consistent now. So that is, they're tiny legs. I mean, the ankle thingies, yeah. Shame, because it's got a really good art style on the background. That is also not right. Have we got anything else with, like, greenery in it? No, we don't. Yeah, we're keeping it just because it's got greenery, basically. Somehow I don't have any... How have I only got one image from that entire set? Hang on. There's no way there was only one image from that whole set. I mean, it's possible. Yeah, see, I could have included that one. It's got... The legs are good. We're judging it. Basically, what we did for this is when we curated, we decided to pick on one thing that we needed to be consistent, which is the ankle warmer things. And so I've selected based on that alone. Where's that image in this set? It's right there. Oh, you just can't really tell. There's still not much green in it. What about this image? It's there. We can't have that. Oh, that's not the collection. So hang on. Okay, so it does have a decent range of colours and backgrounds and stuff. It's not like complete, but it isn't just all the same thing. And you could use that, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's way too many people. So anyway, now I've got my new 22 images. It's time to do another retrain, isn't it? So where's my comfy at? Just, meanwhile, in MidJourney, let's give it a refresh. Maybe it's just... Is anybody else's MidJourney down right now? I'm guessing it's down because we're not getting anything. Wait, what? Why is there a different profile on it? It could be that's what they're using. I am gonna cancel that job and cancel that job and leave the one with the new profile, because maybe that's, I don't know. It's got the thing there. Omni-reference. Shame. That should have been fun, but MidJourney ain't cooking. Well, there you go. I suppose that's how it is, right? You know? It ain't there. He ain't there. Alright. So anyway, we were doing printing stuff, so we were turning things into SVGs and then printing them out after, re-rastering them after scaling. So I'm going to be having a look at some of that in the vibe coding section, which we're zooming in on real fast. So, hey, Full Dive, how are you doing today? Oh, you think I'm being censored? Ah, yes, of course. Of course. Why didn't I think of that? Right. Let's see. What could it be? Could it be that this image is illegal? Let's find out. We will use a mildly more... Wait, not that one. We will use a mildly less racy version. That's just anime. You can't even... If you can't do that, well... But it's just going to go into the queue. Oh well, like I say, something's up. Let's just leave it alone. As they say, it's a silly place. We won't go there. Change that. Wait a minute. Cancel. Okay. So I have a new thing. Here she is. So what I'm going to do... is caption that. Caption it. If I can find my captioner. Where's my captioner? Excuse me. Short sneezing fit later. I'm back. Okay. Where's that captioner gone? Normally it would be, see, this has got the wrong name on it somehow. Keeps doing this. Yep, it's renaming everything. I think if I just keep looking for it, I'll find it, right? It's got to be here somewhere. I'm going to have to put it up again in a minute. Ah, what the heck? It's overwritten. Do you know what? What's this? Image prompt to video, hide it. Right, kill it. What's this? Vase. Kill it. Kill it. What's this? See, that I do need, but I'm missing the thing I needed that went with it. Useless. Ah, what if it's telling me lies and they're not what they say they are? Bruh. Right. Okay. See, I've got him here. Right, so what do I want? I want caption append 170, is it 170? It's probably what we need there. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to take the path, put that one in the bottom. I'm going to call this one card 2, 0. There are 22 images, so 22 on the batch up top. And then we just need to adjust a few things. So say, describe this image. And then depiction of Sharona woman wearing a... so we're going to change this a bit. Right. So I want it to be roughly this. Might have to like shorten that, but I'm trying to dose it a little bit. Where are we? It's quite a big dose there though. Here we go. Right. Text box. Put that there. Right. So here we have the pre-penned. This is what we currently have. So, depiction of Sharona woman wearing orange fur outfit in prehistoric times. Didn't do a good job with that, really, I don't think. So we'll do better this time. Put that into the prepend. And then let's just sort of make sense of this real quick, shall we? So, depiction of Sharona woman with short white hair, correct. Wearing orange fur outfit in prehistoric times. And then the illustration depicts a cave woman. See, it's doubling up. She might not be walking through in the Mongolian steppes. See, the outfit's actually described. So, character is dressed in vibrant orange, the character. Okay, so dressed in, wearing a... Right. We can go from here. Orange fur outfit. That's one change. That's better. In prehistoric times, maybe. Okay, hunter style. Right, okay, here we go. Hunter style cave woman character, depiction of hunter style cave woman character, common Sharona woman. Short white hair. Vibrant orange fur skin blouse with a fur skin blouse. Can you imagine trying to make those? With black accents and exposed torso, including matching fur skin, wrapped, oversized boots and gloves in prehistoric times. Okay, so let's take that out. In prehistoric times. Get rid of all that. And then... She is... Well, maybe she is. She may not be. she may not be though. That's what the you know, the VLM's for. Hunter style cave woman. Could you say prehistoric woman? No, it's just gonna make Neanderthals. That's not the goal here. Let's leave that alone because I want to be able to prompt where she is, and I think I've given enough examples of where she is to get away with it. Ah, there's already a comma space at the end. Right, cool. One more time. Woman with short white hair, vibrant orange fur, skin, blouse, black accents, and exposed torso. Actually, that does make sense. It's to do with the it's the type of blouse design. Blouse designs come with or without exposed torso. There's lots of other designs, but including a matching fur skin, wrapped, oversized boots. Oh wait, that doesn't make sense. Including matching fur skin, wrapped, oversized. Okay, right. Copy that. Oh wait, no, I don't need to copy that now. That should just work. Yeah. All right. Go. Is it almost coffee time? I can't believe it. It is. So yeah, the idea is that we continue to chip away and shape at the averages. Second one should be good. So let's have a look and see how MidJourney is getting on. Ooh. Alright, cancel. Does that make the next one work? I don't think it does. I think they're just busted. I don't think I'm being censored. Let's try a different thing. I know what to do. I'll copy the prompt and just one image. That one. Alright, it's just queued. The queue's stuck. So, oh well. That one's stuffed. Shame. It looked like fun. Oh well. How's our tools getting on? Okay. Okay. Anime style character sitting on the ground in a grassy area. Short blonde hair, orange hoodie and blue t-shirt, denim jeans. Knee-high socks. I think that's part of the problem. The clothing ends up getting described as modern items, and so then it becomes modern items. You gotta like have a terminology to keep it looking old style, I guess. A fluffy outfit with a crop top and shorts. It's doing its best, guys. But there's a small point of finesse which we're going to complete. So, you know, we're not just going to train what it gave us, guys. There's only 22 images. It'll be just pure laziness on our part. Do you want a chocolate finger? I didn't get the crossed finger this time. Oh well. Halfway through already, look at it go. Ah, it worked. So the laptop just finished building some new nodes to make the white guy. That's me. What's that? 20 seconds at 1280. That's not bad, but... And that does have background swap as well. Thing is, that's a lot of seconds for one frame. You know? You got to think, right? You know when I make the features and I'm there talking on cam and stuff, and I'm actually talking live and whatever, that costs 20 seconds per frame right now. I'm looking at ways of making it faster, but 20 seconds a frame. I think the way to do it is to batch it all. Somehow batch it all so you can run it in parallel. But it's a custom node, so anyway, one more image left and the captioning is complete. Alright, so obviously we got some issues with some of these captions, so let's go to the folder where they are at. There we have all of our images. Now we don't need the images right now because they're all named wrong anyway. We just need the text files. Okay. Copy that. Put them in with the originals. And now the data set is ready. But it's not, because we got to do more. So let's actually look at this, shall we? Where's it gone? I just opened Notepad and it killed itself. Come back. Come back. Okay. Do you know what? I think if I do something like this, that makes it almost readable. Come on. Alright. I think we got a chance, guys. What do you think? Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Okay. Here is image. Here is caption. What do we think? Yeah? What I think is there's something we do here every hour called coffee time. Still here. Okay. So what we're going to do over the next short while is we're going to be going over the captions and we're going to make them right. And I'm back. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. I'm going to be importing that new custom node across so I can show you all, because it's pretty cool. Like I say, it's an internal workflow that I use to make my avatar that is on all my shows. But I've got a single node that can do it now, apparently. So that'll be interesting to see. So let's get back into it. Depiction of hunter-style cave woman character, Sharona woman with white hair, vibrant thing. This is all the caption route, okay? That's the caption route. So that's going to be the same every time. It's a bit like the trigger, only it's averaged out because we're trying to get this profile, right? Now, ideally what I'd do is I'd modularize it and I'd give examples of her with different coloured clothing and all this sort of stuff. But we're trying to make it hard because there's enough variation. In fact, there's too much variation still in the images that we have here. Hold up. That one is a little bit different. That one is a little bit different. That one is very different. Like, that's like a jacket. That's a boob tube. I don't know what that is. That is like cashmere or something. That's like a hooded t-shirt. I don't know. And then here she seems to have like one shoulder pad, like she's in the Colosseum or something. I think if I mention it, it's okay. But anyway, let's get back to this first image. So, including, yeah, there we go. Image depicts. Right, so I don't want to do that again. I've already said depiction of, right? So what about if I say in the background? No. Animated character standing. Ah, she is. Yeah. She is standing in a futuristic, somewhat dilapidated environment. It's kind of boring. And also, I don't want all this stuff, right? I don't want all this stuff talking about her clothing. So we're going to get rid of all that for sure. Don't need it. It's confusing. Oh, I already did that. You see what I mean? I already did that. So I don't want it arguing with what I said. Also, is this really futuristic? I'll just go with somewhat dilapidated because I don't think it looks futuristic. Maybe. Background features a mix of white and orange tiles, debris, giving a... right, so I don't even need that part. She is standing in front of a mix of white... Yeah. Okay, that's good. We fixed it. You see... So now we move on to the next one. Image depicts an anime-style character sitting on the ground in a grassy area with scattered debris and ruins around her. That's fair. Okay, so she is, I'll say, she is sitting on the ground, and then the character is, look, short blonde hair, orange hoodie. It's not wrong, but blue shirt, denim shorts, you see? That's gonna, and knee-high orange boots. We don't want any of that because it will actually make that. We don't want any of that. So in the background there are trees. Post flip. Yep, cool. Save. I don't think I've ever gone over this with you guys before, so this is like a nice opportunity to look through this. Because you want to be doing this as your last pass when you know you've got your settings right. And you know you've pulled out images which aren't helpful, so your second retrain. The image depicts a person standing outdoors in a natural setting with mountains in the background. Okay, she is. See, it gets easier, this does, rewording them. She is standing outdoors in a natural setting with mountains in the background, and then the individual is dressed in a bright orange black outfit with a long sleeve top. Nope. Shorts. Nope. Knee-high socks. Nope. They also wear gloves. Yeah, I guess. And have a belt. Yeah, cool. Nice. So we're going to get rid of all that. The person is holding a staff-like object in one hand and has a serious expression on their face. The overall scene has a somewhat surreal or animated quality to it. That's fine. I know it's a bit sketchy. I was thinking about editing out the dodgy poles, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm not looking for perfection at this point. Like I said, I'll do multiple passes on the data. So just like how we removed people, you can remove sticks, rocks, buildings, anything you need and retrain. It's just part of the process. Just keep going iteratively through it until it's good. So, moving on. So we're going to be looking at this one next. So again, from here, this is going to be an easy fix actually. I could probably actually programmatically change that. She is standing in front of a dilapidated structure with a weathered roof. The individual is dressed in cropped hoodie, kinda, shorts, maybe, gloves and knee-high socks, kinda. They also wear sandals. Background feature, we go, get rid of that. So background features a mix of natural elements. See, it's pretty good. It's just this doubling up and using a bunch of, modern terms to describe the... I mean, blouse isn't that great, but come on, guys. It was loincloth and, you know what I mean? Like, there's not much you can use. In fact, if you guys want to be super creative, name your prehistoric clothing. You know, prehistoric clothing names in the chat. I already said loincloth. I encourage you to come up with something. Because I'll be honest, I was out of ideas after loincloth. Right. Sharona woman, she's standing in front of a dilapidated structure with a mixed roof. The background features a mix of natural elements such as yeah, this is all fine. Wait a minute, the remains of a once erect building. We could just say collapsed. There's no need to go that far. Jeez. Okay. You never know what you might get. You gotta be careful. Words are powerful. Save that one. On to the next one. Depiction of hunter-style cave woman character, blah, 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 blah. The first part is always the same. You can tell because there's a comma dot. Doesn't do anything. It's just easy for you to spot. And this is the bit that was added by the Quen VL. So again, we're going to change this to she is standing on a sandy beach with a clear butt. Yep. Individual is dressed in a fluffy outfit, crop top shorts, tall colourful socks and dark shoes. It's not wrong, but it's also not good to train that. We want to train this consistently, so it'll make an average of what it understands that to be, and then it will become more consistent on each subsequent retrain as you consistently, you know, like I said, iterative process. They are holding a sword in one hand, kinda. Have a tattoo visible on their arm. No. See, you gotta catch that stuff, man. The background features a few scattered areas, some rocks and distant buildings under the bright sun. Yeah. All right, I'll allow it. So yeah, next. This is going to be the image depicts an anime-style character standing. So remember, she is standing in a desolate post-apocalyptic landscape. Ah, crap! There's a car there. I only just noticed that. Car. Any more? There's probably more. I mean, that does look figure-ish. Figure-ish figures. Oh, I made another house. That's cool. Can we get rid of that? Probably not. I bet you can't get rid of that. It's too close to the edge. It's smaller now. Save that. Leg warmers. Indeed, Dragon. Indeed. Okay, leg warmers. Yes, very popular in the 80s fitness community. Where were we? We were looking at that one, weren't we? No, we weren't. Where were we? Where'd it go? It moved. God damn it. It moved. There we go. It's gone now. I extremely badly... Look at that. Oh, wow. Look at the quality. Hang on a sec. I need to go back to Photoshop. Wow. That's the quality I paid $60 a month for. Hold up. We need to see if we can't... let's see if we can't give it a hand here. God, saved it. All sort of. Not really, though. Got an issue there. Ah! It only took like 7 edits, but we got it. We got it. Yeah, there's some very interesting, very creative. I was thinking about prehistoric, but they all seem to have a theme. I can't read any of them out. So I'll try to convert them. So Neanderthal. Yeah, Neanderthal, thigh straps, pelt skirt, fur sleeves, leg warmers, and that's all I can convert. Oh dear, his dogs and cats are fighting again. Okay. Moving on. So that's that one. We did actually clean that up nicely. It's still pretty bad, okay, but hopefully no one will notice. So we're in the middle of editing this one. So she is standing in. Character is dressed in a hoodie, knee-high socks, belt and gloves. We get rid of all that. Oh, and also the fact, yeah, we're not even going to mention the staff-like object. It's fine. The background features scattered trees and mountains. Perfect. Perfecto. Perfecto. Okay, cool. All right. Next. Okay, again, it's... The image depicts a person... To get rid of all that. She is standing on a rooftop with a worn-out appearance. I guess it could be a rooftop. Surrounded by debris and old buildings. Post-apocalyptic, scattered objects. Cool. Image depicts a person she is standing in a post-apocalyptic environment. So it's like slightly a different order. Bright orange outfit, crop top, shorts, knee high. See, this is why you end up with the modern stuff, because you captioned it with the Quen VL and didn't edit the captions, you know. Large axe on her shoulder. Okay. Yeah, we'll get rid of that back. There we go. Save. Next. So again, she is standing in a barren desert-like environment with scattered debris and rocks around. Character is dressed in a orange outfit with blue accents. Looks black to me, B. Scarf and gloves. Tall orange boots with blue stripes. It's funny, he keeps calling black blue. I guess it's dark black. I mean dark blue, right? Character to holding. Yeah, we don't need to have that. As a matter of fact, let's show you that now. Let's show you that now. And obviously we could be doing this with our open source tools in Comfy UI. I'm just using this one for speed. And it doesn't always work out either. Oi! Pick the thing! There we go, and just clean that up. There's obviously all kinds of nonsense. This is supposed to be the sky, and there's like paint damage in the sky for some reason. I don't know why. Let's see if we can't clean that up. Even though I kind of like it, you know, I kind of like it artistically. It's just geometric shapes. It's like a nice stylization of the image, but I'm trying to train. I don't want it to learn that, which it will. It will learn that. People probably say, why don't you just brush it out? You say, yeah, you could do, but this is actually more accurate to use these generative patches. Doesn't always work though. Sometimes it goes a bit crazy, just like all things AI. Alright. Did you miss a bit? Yes. Definitely missed a bit, but that's now cleaned up. And you can do the same process with everything. Do you know what I mean? There's no need to have extra bits sticking out everywhere. It doesn't take a second. There we go. It's updated, done. Look at the caption. Caption looks good. Moving on. Oh, it's this one next. Okay. Standing outdoors. So she is standing outdoors in a forested area with rocky terrain. Short, light-coloured hair, crop top, dark shorts, black gloves, large orange boots, a green belt. It's really getting confused now, and a backpack. Get rid of all that. Everything else looks fine. Next. Depiction of blah blah blah. So remember, she is standing amidst a pile of large damaged a pile of ancient ruined metal. The character has short blonde hair. Yeah, get rid of all that. Various pouches. There we go. Done. Next. Okay, it'll do. She is standing in a desert-like environment, scattered debris and structures around. Ah, this is another dirty sky, isn't it? I just noticed that. We were even editing it earlier. I didn't even notice. It's got dirty sky as well. Right. Let's see. Come on, how much can we get away with? You need to do it in little patches. Didn't even pick up the right thing. I mean, I suppose it could be like, I don't know, if you get it down so it's like small enough, it could be like something up in the sky. But this is like a prehistoric story, or well, it's a prehistoric setting. AI, save me. Oh no! It did the... That's what, remember I said it gets a bit... Sometimes it's a bit squirrely. That's what I was talking about. Sometimes it gets a bit... It actually makes more. You know, you go to remove it and it actually makes more. You're like, oh no. Now, obviously, you can use the prompt. And there, you can actually... Well, actually, should we test if it still works? See, it's a slightly different. See, what I'm doing here is I'm doing object selection tool to auto mask whatever it thinks I'm trying to mask. And then just shift backspace. And it's a bit like airbrushing blemishes out, or that's how I use it. Just like so many little patches. And then usually what ends up happening is you end up with like a single blemish, which you then remove. Still looks dirty. So many patches. It's almost like painting with a brush, isn't it? Almost, but not really. Like, not at all, not really. But yeah, should we see what the state of Photoshop's looking like with the whole generative stuff? Should we do it? Because we've got like a clean area up there, see? So like, if I just drew a box here. Oh wait, hang on. Let's just draw a... Oi, let me draw stuff. What are you crashing for? Hey guys, we broke Photoshop again. Oh, wait, did we break Comfy as well? Comfy died at the same time. It must have run out of memory. Ah, crap, wrong program. Close that. It was still open. It was still open. Loads of fun. Go away, Premiere. What the heck? It just switched places. I don't care, go away. What? Save changes from photo. Cancel. I don't want to quit. Stupid. Alright, so anyway, I'm not gonna bother. I'll come back to this. I'm gonna carry on with what we're doing, captioning. Okay. Going off on some side quest to find Photoshop breaks, and then what for what? She is standing in, character is dressed in, utility belt, unique hairstyle with two small horns on top of their head. Am I even looking at the right image right now? I mean, yeah, we'll get rid of that. Get rid of all that. Save. Next. Individual standing. So that would be she is standing. Person is dressed, knee-high socks, black stripes. Pouches and straps. The setting appears to be cold and the ground's covered in snow. It's not really, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Okay. Image depicts a person standing, so she is standing in a post-apocalyptic setting with large weathered buildings. There we go, weathered buildings. Mountains in the background, dressed in orange. This will get rid of all that. There we go, save that. We're obviously going to train this once we're done. And we're nearly done. There's actually only 22 images here, so... She is individual. A dark harness around her waist. This is probably the best up-close version of Sharona I have. Suggesting a readiness for adventure. I love when it says stuff like that. It's just trying to impress you. She is standing in front of debris. It's debris. It's not cardboard boxes. Debris. She's holding a large stylized weapon. Well, okay. A large stylized weapon is on her back. You could say that, even though actually it's just a handle, which you're seeing. Okay, so I'll say instead of a large, the handle of handle of a stylized weapon that resembles a staff or spear is on her back. The setting appears to be an abandoned area. Scattered papers and rubble. Okay, cool. We're good with this one. This is like character art. It's like she's just standing in a white void. Image depicts a person. She is dressed. Wait. No. She is standing against a plain background. Overall appearance suggests a character or costume from a video game or animated series. That kind of sucks. Here, let's just change the thing. Overall appearance suggests a bright environment. Minimalist environment. Save that. See, this one almost doesn't make the cut. And there's weird going on in the... It might be easier just to... Yeah, just ditch this one. Just ditch it. Because there was a person in the background and it had a weird head over on the right, and like the clothing is like so out of whack. Oh yeah, snow is 100% canon, especially in July. Okay, so she is standing in a snowy environment with a blue sky. Sometimes I wonder if I'm looking at the right image, but I think that is the blue sky there, and I guess this is snow, so scattered debris around. Yeah, that's fine. Sleeveless top, yep. Matching shorts, fluffy orange leg warmers over dark leading. Oh my god, it actually got it right. Can you believe it? It actually got it right. Even though we've already said that, that's the best one it did so far. We also have a black belt around there with pouches and a chain. Yes. Blue shoes. They have a serious... And... you can't say that. They have a serious expression on their face. The background features a mix of snow-covered ground and partially destroyed structures. Yeah, that's all accurate. The only thing I would say is... she has... I don't know if that'll work because it's kind of like sandwiched around location information. It's almost like it should be here, actually, which is fine. A little bit different, a little bit of a break from the pattern, but it should be okay. Okay, next one. See, the boob tube is, but maybe she just lost the other bit. I don't know. You see what I mean? So that's a cut piece of leather, and then that's like, I don't know, something underneath it, I guess. I don't know. I'll keep it because it's an example of a slightly different setup, but anyway. So she is standing in front of a large partially destroyed wall with shattered glass pieces scattered around. Okay. The individual is dressed in an orange and black outfit including a crop top. Yeah, we get rid of all this. background gives a mix of thing. Yeah, that's good. We'll accept that. Stranger didn't say that before the other place. Next, whoops, there we go. Image depicts an animated character. So she has her outfit. There we go. She has a green and black weapon slung, strapped across her body. I like the way that's described. I might have to use that more. The character has a green and black weapon. I should just say has a weapon. It doesn't matter what colour it is, really. A staff or spear slung, strapped. Slung, strapped. It's just a nice phrasing. Right. Sassy. She is posing on a rooftop with a blue sky and a scattered debris in the background. The character is wearing an orange and black outfit, including a jacket, shorts, thigh-high socks. Character has short, light-coloured hair, is posed with one hand on her hip and the other hanging by their side. Look at that, it's even got the pose in there. So I'll say she is. Yeah. Go from there. She is posed with one hand on the hip. There we go. There's another one done. I think that's the last one. So let's just double check that I did actually, change them all. Because it can get squirrely, y'all. It's easy to like roll past one, you know, or forget to save it or something like that. And if you're going to take the time, don't be like rushing it through to train and you know, making one of them's missing or one of them is a mistake and it screws up the whole effort. Okay, so we've done it. Make sure this is the saved copy and not some temporary notepad thing by closing that and then just down arrow. So we're triple checking it, double checking it. Oh, this one didn't get done. See, how did I not spot that one when I checked it? Wait a minute, save? Didn't hit save. See, that's what I was talking about. When Notepad's open, it shows you a temporary version of the file, and if you don't save it, it doesn't actually, you know, doesn't take. So I did the work and I didn't hit Control S. Okay. Alright, so this is now ready for training. I just want to take one last look through this and see if there's anything obvious which I might want to like remove, or if there's anything which is like too crazy. Like those big legs, those are crazy. But I think I'll get away with it. Anything, this one is the most different one. This one. I think everything else goes through. So that is 21 images. Yeah, that's a funny old number, but we'll do it. There we go. Shivanoa. Is that a new character? Sharon. No MidJourney. Still can't believe MidJourney let us down, guys. Oh! Oh! Wait a minute. Hello. Well, did it really let us down? No, it just took forever for them to reboot the server. Well, hold your horses on that character train, y'all. I love it. We're there like, oh, MidJourney doesn't actually, you said midriff. Yeah, I said exposed stomach or something, probably. think I said exposed torso, maybe? I was trying to not get, like, hammered. Oh, headphones. Okay, so it went crazy. Look, as soon as I took away all of the image and style guidance stuff, it started doing, like, crazy MidJourney things, which is fine, don't get me wrong. But we're further along in this early concept phase. We already have our character kind of done. So these are actually really useful because this gives me alternate stuff. So I'm gonna start saving things real quick. No. And these won't get trained like this. I'll put them through image to image and all sorts to make them look like the actual character, you know? See, this is where we started, or this is where we ended at one point. So then the question is, where do we go from here? And I would say... that one. That one. That one. That one and that one. Definitely. And then also rerun this and then also use it. Now, what have we got in here? I need to get my prompts, which we used here. So take away the what she's doing part and get the description of the woman. Take that to the prompts and put that here, maybe. Change that. I think I've already said everything else. Oh, see what that comes out like. Alright, back to what we were doing. So we have the next retrain ready to go, and I'm like, whoa! Because suddenly we're getting loads more pictures out of MidJourney all of a sudden. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the skirt is consistent. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's consistent with the style image I gave it. If you look at the views, it's that one, which is this one, I think. Yeah. So I gave MidJourney that image, and it managed to pick out quite a lot of the detail from that. So I'm thinking change her up for this one. It's much better. I'm gonna have to do this a couple of times by the looks of it, because I just changed the prompt. Where's that one at? Illustration of Hunter style cave woman character. Venus, yeah, if it doesn't have Venus, this is the new one. So if I now... oh, and that one's using a different reference too somehow. Okay. Well, I want to use that one. I think that one's going to be a better reference. Try that. Okay. So maybe it just takes a while, you know, which is fine. The results are good. Where are we? Done this. Ah, yeah. Right, so let's do the second train. We put a lot of effort into it, so it's happening. So if I go to... what? Sign in. Cookies are getting destroyed like flies, guys. train a Laura. We want to do a character, just like this one with the crazy eyes. We're going to call it Sharona V2 car. And there may be many. God, can I actually get... See, I'm thinking 5 steps ahead and not... You know, I need to slow down is what I need to do. But the space won't let me. Okay, there we go. We've got them in. We've got them captioned. Everything's done already. I own. I do not want to share. I usually share everything, but the data sets, I think... Because to be honest, you're going to do so much work with your data sets. It's like releasing them. They're just going to be outdated anyway. Okay, so we're going to need some prompts. Let's get this one. And then I usually take one from the middle with no real... Try to get a mix, actually. Let's get that one, because that's quite an interesting image. I'd like to know if it manages to learn that. And do we have a mix of wide and tall? Damn it, we've only got one wide image in the whole thing. Crap. That's an oversight on my part. We'll use this one. Like that. Okay, so we've got dev. We put our prompts in. We're going to go for the training setup. We're just going to do prodigy. I'm going to do 8, not 32, because we don't need to include so much. We could probably go down to 4, actually, because it's supposed to be illustration. I think if you go too high, you're going to end up with photographic information getting included. So, it's counterproductive. Go with 2. Go with 20 repeats, and we'll go with 10 epochs. 10, 22. 1024. It's only 2,100 steps, so it won't take long. Stick it on high priority, and 3,000. Let's go. Okay. And so, just taking a look at the pathway here, we started off with the Sharona model, and one of the subsets was a cave girl. So, one of the subsets was a cave girl. We came back. And we trained the style first. Hold up. Where is it? We trained the style first, which was aiming to get close to the art style that we'd found in MidJourney. And we ended up with these sorts of images, alright, which looked great. And then we used that to create the first Sharona character, which is the one that we've used to create the images today, because obviously there's a lot of variation in the clothing design. Because we gave it a lot of scope of variation in the data set. So now we're going to be training the Sharona V2 using these images that we have curated and captioned today. We put a little bit more effort into the captioning this time, but you should really be doing this with every Laura that you train. So, like I say, it's an iterative process. You'll never get it in one shot, so don't try. Just do one train, now I know my config works. Another train, maybe refine some of the parameters to get a better result, right? Once you've got a recipe, I call it, for your trading that you like, all you've got to do then is make your captions better. I do a mix of like a caption route, which is usually up to the trigger, something blah 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 blah, blah woman, so it's like on rails. For this one, because it's a character, she does have the same outfit and everything, so I don't want it to be like calling it crop top and jeans when it's supposed to be animal fur and all this nonsense, right? And so even these images were actually created with prompts like miniskirt, crop top, jeans, yeah? So the further you evolve the data set, the further away it goes from normal concepts. But as I say, some of the images might be confusing, so it won't be the last iteration, but by going through and actually checking this in full, okay, you're able to make sure that it does actually describe what you're looking at. Okay, all right. So that's now training. What's MidJourney doing? So I'm glad that MidJourney sprung into action, because that was a bit of a MidJourney. goggles, weird sleeves, massive things though. Shoulder pads for some reason. I reckon I don't want sunglasses ever. I should change it so it says no sunglasses. But this is still Venus Woman, so this is actually still an old prompt. I'm going to catch this one because it's got a unique spanner weapon, but it's a very strange. Very strange. How are we looking here? Action poses with goggles. Right, that one doesn't have goggles. Wait, no, they're on her shoulder. Goggles. God damn it. Goggles and shoulder pads. Okay, that could work. Try a subtle on that one. It's a shame about the anime shoulder pads that are appearing everywhere. And the goggles. Oh, that one's still cooking. Okay, so is this still... that's the new prompt. The new prompt is still cooking. So what's this one then? These ones are a little bit more prehistoric. I'll take that one. And ask for more of them. These are a lot more scrappy doo-doo. Is she wearing goggles? Come on, man. I like the axe. This is cool. This is pretty epic. It's not my character. I can't do anything with that, but it's a cool pose. Ooh, I wonder if I could use it for control now. I like that too, but it's almost like this is going into sort of Asian art. Getting a bit into a different territory there. Now we're back at where this is where we should be. Illustration of Venus Woman. Oh dear. I hope it's wait, this is ancient. I made this like an hour ago. Okay, so that one might be useful. What's this? That one we could use. That one's good. Lots of mini skirts, but ooh, that's a strange neck position. These are pretty good. Big old cudgel. Right, so rerun and vary. How are we doing here? Now you see why the big crazy furry gotta kneel down? No problem. I mean, that's not bad. That's a bit of a strange... Let's vary that one. It's gone all Grenier. What's going on with the weapon? Looks like it's going through her neck or something. I don't know. I think they all suck. Alright. Oh, it's turning into anime again. She's got a gem on her head. She's got cat ears, and then, you know, if it's not one thing, it's the other. Alright, we've got to wait, have we? Did it make all the ones that it wasn't, that it didn't make? Or have they just slid up? I think they slid up the screen. Yeah, we haven't. Oh, no. I haven't seen that before. That's cool. Big old metal thing. That's cool. I like that. That also works. The rest, not so much. But we'll rerun that. That's a good one. Oh, and this one was also missing. Ha ha ha, look at this. It's gone all 80s anime on us. It must be armor pads. Shoulder pads, right? It's got to be shoulder pads. That's excellent. This is all leather and stuff. It's no good. That's no good. Okay. I did like that one. And if that one wasn't crooked, it might be good. So I asked for a vary on that one. The rest looks a bit weird, I think. Oh, it's a shame that one's busted. See, these are cool, right? But they don't really make sense. Like this one makes sense, but then you can't really see a freaking hand. And then this is cool, but it's almost too chunky. It's like she should be, this should be like a, oh crap, that should be a railing that she's leaning on or something. I don't know. Oh, extra legs. Oh dear. That is a good one. And if I didn't save it already, I should save it again. I think these are new. Okay. So what did it... Use the prompt. Ah, it's using that. There's no mention. Ah, swinging a halberd. Right. Okay. So let's say holding a spear. Holding a long spear. Come on. There we go. And then delete that. Whoa, I didn't want to delete all of them. Oh, come on, man. Right. So, change the prompt, and then don't... There, I hit the wrong button. Don't hit the delete button. It's not the one. It's not the one. Let's try a different... Because I was using that one, you see, and it copied that amazingly. So what I'm thinking is, go for one of her different outfits, like that one, and get it to do that. Yes. Uh-huh. Random bits of metal swinging. I don't know. All of these are kind of like dynamic for dynamic's sake. Some of these poses, man. I think I'll take this one. But it's almost like, what's going on? Someone said Yakuza earlier, kind of funny. Lord Mo says, check the LLM Writers channel in Discord. I love the character you're working on. Going to an old stream. Oh, well, look, hey, man, I appreciate it. You know, watch the streams you need to watch, my man. You know, it's all good. Let me have a look and see what he's talking about in this post, because I can see people talking about it. Let me see this. Oh, right. Is it... I think my Discord's dead. Hang on. Control R. No, nothing. All right, I'll kill it. And then we'll open it again. God knows what's happened there. My Discord died. It's deaded. Too bratty. Too emo. This one maybe. Still a bit sad, just a bit sassy. Yeah, these are all a bit too much. Whoa, what? What the heck? What? What's all this? It made me a bunch of prompts. I must have clicked describe by accident. Yeah, I clicked describe by accident. Ah, you've got her walking and running and stuff, huh? That's cool. Ah, right, okay, my Discord is working again. Let me see if I've... What'd I miss? Anti-gen competition. Did I go to the wrong place? What did I miss here? Wait. You want what? Wait a minute. Lord Mo is Zavafang? I didn't know that. Oh, that's something else. Something new for me. Writers, LLM writers. Hedra, huh? Maybe we should make a video about a man with no head who's stuck in a box. And you could have characters carrying a box around, and then when you open the box, there's a head in there talking because he's still alive. Oh, the horror. You could do that. I won't. I'm far too busy to be entering competitions, I swear. It'd be nice, though. What's going on here? This isn't good. This is bad. This is bad. This isn't good. This is bad. This looks bad. This looks good. And the hands are terrible. What the hell? The hands are actually... Do you know what? This looks great until you look at the hands. Oh, no. The hands are... That one's not too bad. But I already saved that one. Like, instinctively. I was like, just enough sass. But ironically, this is the only one with good hands. I'm looking around now. The hands are bad. Right, do you know what? I'm going to... Benefit of the doubt, right? Venus woman, Venus woman, Venus woman, hunter style cave woman. This is where we want. This is what we're supposed to be working on. So how about we change the style reference on that one, but we change it to that one. Now there is a close-up. We do have a close-up of the girl. Where is she? There it is. That one. Looks like bleeding Mikasa from Attack on Titan in orange. So let's just do that one again, but with that one. Does it say anything about a halberd? Yes, it does. How about we get rid of the halberd stuff? How about that? Okay. There we go. One with the halberd, one without. And different character stuff. Video sharing, let me check. Oh. Ah, look at that. That's crazy. Crazy. Okay, these look like they're going to come through okay. A little bit too much of a gi going on with the strap, one strap. It might, is it going to turn into a strap for the weapon on the back? If it does, I'll get away with it. Lord Mo says, I need your brain for the contest. What do you suggest? I just gave you an idea. Head in a shoebox. Do you need more? Okay. How about this? Bioluminescent goo that drips onto the head, and then the head gets possessed. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have time to enter competitions. So it says here, world's first AI animation shorts competition hosted by Hedra. Vertical 9 to 16 AI animated anime short. Okay, so what you do, your character is in a shower. I'm joking. What you do, 9 to 16, use high-vid moments to build a prompt which is good for the video, and then generate it. And as long as you write the end of the story, it will like go back. Do. Do you know what I mean? Wait, what? Kunk put her husband's head in a bread bin in one of her videos. Oh, see, that's already been done. It means it was a good idea, though. Low-hanging fruit, though. You know. What I would say is use high-vid moments and build a prompt sequence going backwards, and then generate the best segments for each of the sequences, and just work hard on, you know, a cool idea. It could be like, I don't know. Oh my god, you want to... Anyway. Like I said, I can't... Like I said, if I start dedicating thoughts to that stuff, that's all I'll be thinking about now. Now, this is pretty good. Even though I don't like the face, I'll change that. It's too depressing. Too depressing, man. Oh, it screwed up the knees. Screwed up the knees for all of them. What the? So I think that one had a chance. I think that one had a chance. These are all crap. These are great. Let's keep going back and see where we were at. See, that one was good too. I don't know why I didn't do that one. These are all with the same coat. And then we get the... Right, so when she doesn't have the top on, it has too much room to play with. But when she's got this look, it seems to stick with it. It is changing it though. If you actually look closely, like the type of buckle is changing. Just the thing on the arm changes every time. You know, there's but the variation is smaller. It's harder to spot. Completely different person in each image as well. But that sort of stuff doesn't bother me. Because what I want is I want to use some of these images to change the... to give me more scope. You can use Uno Reverse on high-vid. Yes. Sorry if I didn't explain myself there. Instead of doing a video prompt, make a video prompt, but then use high-vid. So I got something called high-vid moments. It's in my GitHub. It's a system for building prompts backwards. So your prompt is the last prompt, and it will make a scenario up to get to your prompt, right? And you can tell it to use a LoRa caption list and stuff, so you can keep it on Rails if you want. You'll need an LLM, but you can use Gemini for free right now. So I would have at it, my man. Gemini 2.5 Flash, I believe, is free for a limited time. Right, so let's change this. Swinging a long halberd with great strength. How about throwing a spear? A spear. At the camera. That'll be fun. I bet it can't do it. But when I say Uno Reverse, dude, it's not Uno Reverse, it's high-vid moments, which is similar. It's another one of my agents. So hang on, let me just show it to you. He's asking me about a competition he wants to enter, guys. So we're just going to give him something to run with here. For this one, you're going to have to go all the way back to March the 8th. So here's Hyvid moments. Prompt sequencing, context-aware prompt sequencing for video. It's currently set up for Hyvid, but you can actually set this up to work with WAN if you prefer. All you have to do is change the prompt examples and guidance to work with WAN rather than Hun Yuan. And to be honest, it's not really that big a difference. I don't think you have to change much. And if you're being lazy, you will get away with, because look, all of the different things that you need to say, it's WAN can understand it, right? So, but yeah, essentially what it does, it predicts a sequence of context-aware prompts in reverse chronological order. They all conform to guidelines, and it creates narrative connections between sequential prompts, introduces contextual story elements, and builds a narrative arc across multiple prompts. Obviously there is a template, you can adjust that. It's as simple as git cloning this, and then opening VS Code with Klein. You can hook it up to Flash for free, or you can just use a chat. You can just use a chat. So as you can see here, copy the final scene into prompt 10. That's a prompt in a file, and then run the file. Run the special prompt. Okay, so let me show you the prompt, because you don't need anything really. You can do this in a chat. There, see? That's all it is. Okay, so like project mapping and all that stuff, you don't necessarily need to do that. Here, project mapping, look. Video prompt guidance, video prompt, spittoon. Yeah, so, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like I say, have fun with that. I made it a couple months back. Probably nobody even noticed, because I tend to just, blaze. Everything's just up there. Right. That one was pretty good too. How are we doing? Okay, we're back on track. Don't know why we've got like more sunglasses are appearing again, but we're back on track. So that one was almost good. Okay, what the heck? Swinging along halberd again. Oh, dual wielding with bits of rebar. Look at those, look at how big the freaking oversized boots are, like ginormous. It's like intimidation in the jungle. See, it's like the brightly colored insects and the frogs, jungle frogs. Okay. Those were all good. These are better though. Too anime. It's too anime, but these are better. That boot's getting really big as well. This is too tech, too sci-fi. You get away with that one though. That one gets away with it, even though it's like almost missing a leg. Why is the stick just floating in the air? That would have been a great one. I'll take it just in case I can be bothered to save it. What happened to throwing the spear directly at the camera? I think that one just didn't work. No idea. Throwing a spear directly at the camera, yeah, it didn't even try. That's actually a good one as well. It is matching the art style quite nicely here, which is why I'm like sort of hammering away at it a little bit more than I would normally. I don't think there's much need now to change the image inputs. I just go use and then do prompt editing at this point. It's mostly prompt engineering, so like no sci-fi, mechanical, I should say goggles, god damn it. Right, so let's change it. I don't want this whole... Why don't we try fishing with a spear? Surely she can do that, right? Swinging a halberd, right? I'm going to say fishing with a spear by a river. River rapids, even better. Is there anything here that would contradict that? No. Okay, let's see how it does. So it's mostly just like anime stuff right now. So I'm interested to see if I can get some more like different scenario stuff going on. What else can we do? You could say like hunting deer with a knife. That's a crazy way to do it. Hunting deer with a knife. Okay. It's not how I would do it, but she's got those big thick boots, so she'll be protected. Yeah. She's got the high agility stat with the extra armor, increased armor. You know, the exposed midriff, it gives you like +5 dexterity, I think. Man, some of these are looking pretty mean. Look at this. Can I borrow some sugar? Dynamic pole work with no hands, but you get away with it because it's like big wrapped gloves and stuff. That's by design as well. You get away with a little bit. You get away with a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Too much tech, too much tech, too much tech. What's this saying here? Throwing a spear at the camera, right? So this is like, that didn't work. Throwing a spear at the camera just doesn't work. It gets super confused about what it's trying to do. Oh, we're going to go fishing. Come on, let's do it. No goggles. God damn it. I wonder how the training's going. We've not done one epoch yet. I don't think she's gonna catch many fish like looking at the camera all the time. Yeah, you're right. It's a pole staff, not a spear. Yeah, you are right. It's more like a cudgel, a steel ringed cudgel. But she shouldn't have one of these. That's not canon. I'm just there like, oh, she shouldn't have this. It's breaking the rules. Like, I swear that looks like she's got like a bulletproof vest on or something. What's going on here? Other than that, I like the weapon design. It's like a butter knife on the end of a pole. I like it. It's very cool. A harpoon or something. I don't know. So this is a good one. We can keep that. The rest look a bit weird. Like, that's not a river. What is that? That's weird looking. Like, I kind of like that image, but it's got other issues. Ooh, these ones look good. Ooh, what the heck? A deer? It's an actual deer. What a great time. At this rate, we ain't got no time for TINS again. Tomorrow's going to be all about the TINS. I think it's going to be like a TINS weekend because we've had to cancel on it 2 days in a row, which isn't good. Yeah, we'll keep that one. Look at that weapon. I wouldn't want to have that swinging at me, whatever it is. So, yeah, obviously what I'll do is I'll use like depth image-to-image restyling. So these images won't get trained. They'll get used for control net input. Look, it's got a little deer. You're supposed to be catching the deer. You're supposed to be hunting the deer, not making friends with it. God damn it. Oh! There's a dead deer behind her. I think she actually did do the deed. Doesn't look like a knife, though. Fishing with a spear. What about... no weapon. That was quick. What's with all the tech everywhere? Damn it. So much tech. Way too much metal everywhere, you know? It is what it is. It's pretty good though, I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty good. So, caveman Kevlar. Cave Kevlar. Yeah, that's what they call the fabric that they all use. Okay, so we've still got quite a few more coming off the queue. But yeah, my intention is to use these as control net inputs with the existing style and character models as they come out of the thing. And so that should essentially make it even more, do you know what I mean? This was like coming in for the next iteration of the model, and then eventually the one that actually gets released. The one that will be used to illustrate the books and everything else. That's the idea. So it's not one and done, it's like 3 stages of separate generation, curation, adjustment, refinement, you know. And sometimes, you know, you might get to a dead end and have to go track back or completely start again with a new model or a new approach entirely. And that leads into having the model and then creating custom nodes to do the specific things that you need to do. And you can get Grok or ChatGPT or Claude or whatever LLM it is you like to make you custom nodes for purpose. Often when a new project comes out, I'll download the GitHub, put it in and say, I want to make a wrapper so I can run this in Python CLI, or I want to make a custom node for Comfy UI so I can just run it. Yeah, sure, eventually someone who does that full time will bring one out, and it will probably have more features than the one you made, and then you can go and use theirs. But the point is you get to use the newest stuff first every time, if you want. If you want, you know, there's no reason to not. There's no reason to wait. You can go ahead and get involved. Do it yourself. You know, worst thing that can happen is you learn a new skill. It's not really a bad thing, is it? Oh my god, these came out really well. Okay, so we've got a bunch of different scenes now. Pardon me. And I can use them to continue expanding this character. Now, I think one thing we haven't managed to do, which would be very impressive if it can do it. Oh, not that one. I did the wrong thing. What we need to do is we need to say... Right. A accompanied by a zebra. So try that first, and then accompanied by a zebra. How about get rid of that time period, individual, blah 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 blah, da 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 da. Yeah. Riding on top of a zebra. Riding on top of a zebra is a cave girl from a fantasy barbarian time period. The woman is dressed in a unique outfit consisting of an orange fur-like black loincloth matching front. Okay, well that's not right anymore, but whatever. Try it. The Omni reference feature is doing a lot of the heavy lifting for us here, which is one of the reasons why I'm, coming back to it armed with all of the best images that we've made in Comfy. It is very consistent, but you can see the differences. So if you're any good at spot the difference, different face shape, different patch on the shoulder, different buckle on the strap, different side straps on the belt. That's actually a patch on top of black wrapping, whereas this is yellow wrapping with black. This is orange fur with all over. The whole thing is orange fur, and then there's wrap there. But then this one is like a little patch. It's not actually going all the way around. It's very consistent. I'm just saying, if you want to, looking at things that are going to affect the training, you see, again, this is a different arm and glove design, different buckle. We've got a knife thing on one side now, different badge, different buckle. Yeah, different patch, different gloves. It's close. And I think that if you were to train the best ones, you're going to get a consistent average of the features, especially with this, the consistent captioning that we were showing. Still not going anywhere though. I'll have to update you on that one, guys. But yeah, as you can see, this is what we get out of the machine. She's got a handbag, a rock handbag. It's very expensive. So let's see how we're getting on with the zebras. This is going to not work, by the way. This is something which, look, check it out. Ready? Bulletproof vest, mutated zebra, robotic zebra. Character looks good, though. Character looks good, no zebra. Zebra in the back, but tiny, and I don't know. No zebra, no zebra. Strange pose, no zebra. She's not on a zebra. Maybe it's behind her. Where's the zebra? Ooh, what about if I go at it the other way? What if I say illustration of large zebra being ridden by a cave girl? Like, it's the most important thing, right? We'll try it that way round, and then I'll try it the other way round as well. Cave girl, there, riding a large zebra. I mean, do I have to say a large... Wait, zebra riding a horse which is painted like a zebra with black and white stripes. It's stupid enough to work. Try it. I can't spell painted. I said paint Ned. Paint Ned. Whatever. Let's see. I wonder if you could prompt the LLM to in-paint anything that has tech and batch the lot to remove it. Yes, you can. We released a workflow which has got a text-based masking. So you can name the thing that you want it to mask and then batch through a directory of images and automatically paint them out. But the answer is yes. I wouldn't be surprised if ChatGPT can just do it in a conversation now. That's a good one. We'll keep that one. Even though there's no zebra, it's a good picture. The rest of them are a bit like, what's she doing? Stretching? Why she got horns? Oh. So, by saying zebra first, this is what I'm trying. Try saying zebra first and then the rest. And then in the next one I say zebra last. But do you know what? Saying zebra first, I think I might have gotten a picture of her with the zebra. I need one for the front cover. I need one to illustrate the front cover. Like, if I have to, I'll just generate a zebra and overlay it with woman in front. You know, you don't have to do it like this, but it's a fun challenge because it's quite hard. Often what happens is the two things blend together and either the zebra gets orange fur or she gets black and white stripes. Is this... yeah, large zebra. Wow, that is large. It's like over the horizon. It's huge. Yeah, putting it last didn't work. In fact, it broke the generation completely doing that. Look, put it last. It's completely broken. It's trying to make the stripes sideways. Look, she's... That one is not bad. That's the best one I've done in MidJourney. Woman that looks like woman with zebra behind that is the same art style. That's not good. There's no zebra. And her leg is messed up. Look at that kink. Like she's got a dent in her quad. It's a samurai sword and some kind of nuclear weapon. Not sure what that's about. That's a good one though. That is a good one. That's bad. We're missing a lot of horse. That's broken, broken, broken. Yeah, broken. Weird clothing vibes. Alright, I think we've got everything we can out of this run here. The headless horse. That's weird. So weird. Right, so yeah, we had a good run. I can't think of anything else that I want to do with this off the top of my head, but it's really easy. You just come in, use, change it. Done. If you don't change the image inputs and you don't change the sref inputs, and if you don't change all of that, it's just prompt engineering. It's very reliable. It's the only reason I've got this again, being real. I didn't show you guys this, which is the Omni-reference weight. So, you know, we could have changed the Omni-reference weight up a bit. Let's just get rid of the zebra stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much. We're just going to wait for this result. We got Epoch 1 yet? No Epoch 1 for us, guys. Now, people were asking me about this workflow, because it did have the big grid on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to Foda right now before I go home and forget again. Oi! Load. What? Give me a sec. Workflows. Thanks for all the likes and the stars, my guys. I do appreciate you all. Appreciate the likes on the streams and the shares and everything else, because it helps the algorithm to know that we're not dead. which is fun. So if I go into photo flux, I'm just gonna call it Laura Garden, because that's what it really is. What? I'm not signed in? Come on. Why are you making me sign it? What? I'm doing it. I'm not going to get beaten by these side quests, alright? Unreal. Side quest, side quest. Come on. Right. Stupid. Right. We're in. And then I want to go to the workflows repo and I want to upload to the photo flux pack. This is why I get derailed, man. It's side quests. Side quest maxing. So call it Laura Garden. Oh, I'm just going to say Laura Garden Grid, because some people don't know what garden is, which is fine. P.text. P. This. I'm just lazy to create the folder myself. So here we go. Where's the folder at? Oh my god, this is all the MidJourneys. So there's two of them there. Alright. B. Why am I not going back to the thing I want? Hello, there we go. Now, there may have been others. There may have been others. Let's just make sure. Scouted downloads. JSON. Right, now, before I go in here, I want to point something out. There is going to be a new feature coming up soon called Workflow Time. Because I've got a lot of stuff to get through. So let's put it on dates. Okay, so we had the hyperscale printing stuff, the text engine stuff. Yeah, it looks like we're up to date. Although that only goes back to there, so what do I know? I'm pretty sure they'll be in here. I mean, could they be that? No. Yeah. Alright, I'm happy with that. If you want to go ahead and use those, there they are. Now, what was I going to say now? What about this one here? Is this... I'll say 4x4 upscaling. Yeah. Photo shift. I'm going to put that one in there as well. No version number. I was trying to find the thing I just created. I don't even know where it is. Laura Garden Grids. Upload. 4x4. And in fact, let's go over this before I finish tonight, okay? Yeah. Let's go over this before I finish. So if we get rid of... in fact, let's not get rid of it. Right, let's just delete this. Delete it all. Okay. Delete. Right. Now, in this scenario, this is going to be on and this is going to be off. This up here is like your master. So this would be your best flow and thing. I'd use this as control, and then in the end, when I've discovered my best settings, my actual best settings, and then disable all the other stuff or delete it. The reason that you'd have a grid is to find good settings, okay? The reason for this is to combine your stuff up and then to make it into a grid at the end, okay? Now, I'm not going to bother dealing with that because it's pretty elementary. You make rows, and then you put them to the right. We've showed it many times, and you can use one of these workflows to back engineer it. The most important thing is actually the bit that comes before that. So here we have a workflow. Let's go full screen for this one. Now in here, this is a text to image and image to image workflow with LoRa loading. You might want to change many things. Now if I go and move this over here, everything on this side is the same. Everything on this side doesn't need to change. Or I'd want to command everything at once. So for controls across the entire thing, you know, grid-wide changes like the prompt, the model, the denoise value, for example. You might want to set all of that up first, like this. Now over on this side, I've got things which I might want to change per column or row, okay? The CFG guidance, the model sampling shift, the model stack for the LoRa's, whether or not there's a trigger tag, and any other lines I might want to put in to make the LoRa loading even stronger. The sampler, the scheduler, the steps, all of these things generally will change in an XY grid. So these things are in here, okay? So how would I set it up so that I want to do XY steps versus CFG? This is the most common thing that people ask about. So I'm going to do a primitive, okay, and I'm going to call it steps. This is just for example. You can use any variable or parameter, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this sort of out the way of the grid, okay? And usually it's a good idea to make it yellow. We're going to make another one and do the CFG. I said I would show you this yesterday, it ran out of time, so as we haven't got time for Writers Club, I think it's only fair that we cover this. So again, the CFG would typically be this guidance here. Alright. Now we're using a distilled model right now, so it doesn't use CFG really, it only uses one. But I can show you how to use this. So, CFG. Alright. Now let's see, I want to have steps going one way, and I want to have CFG going other way. So y-axis, x-axis. Okay, y, x. Yeah, something like that, right? Again, I'm going to put them just outside the grid there. But anyway. Right, so anyway, if I just do a control C, right, and I do a control V. Now, right now, these have the same CFG and the same, what's it called? It's the same CFG and it's the same steps, right? 12 and 3.5. So, if I want this one to go on the Y, it's going to be like 10, 12, 8, you know, 8, 10, 12, something like that, right? So, let's... I would probably do something like this, so then you don't have to... Yeah, I do something like that. And then plug that one into steps. Let me just make sure that's not completely fried. Get your show any to debug your stuff and give it a cue. Probably need to actually have a... What? Failed to fetch. That's not good. That should be 14. Hang on. Show text. Show any. Should have done that. Should have bloody worked. Show any value to console display. What's going on? Why is it being a complete nonsense? I'm trying to add 2. I'm trying to add, just so you know, I'm adding 2. Add int math int. Oh my god. What's it? Why is it being so difficult? A 2 add. There's no show anything here, look. Useless. Show. That needs an output. God damn it. Show text. I just want to see what the... Yeah, I know. Can't do it, can you? Stupid. Alright. Int to string. I bet it can't do it. This is ridiculous. I just need to debug it. Can't failed to fetch. Failed to fetch. Oh. I'm trying to do 12 plus 2, guys, by the way, just so you know. 12 plus 2, everybody. Comfy. Right, let's do simple math. Let's do simple math. That won't let me down, right? Int to the... No, you can't do that. It's a not... Yeah, no. Can't do that. This is fun. I'm just going to tell you to do it manually in a minute because this is just being stupid. Frankly, there's no need why it can't do int plus 2. That's actually embarrassing, shocking, and yeah, whatever. All right. So it won't let me do what I wanted to do, so I'm going to have to do it a different way, which is not as good. Okay. That way you actually make what each one is, which is stupid and useless. But whatever, man. If they won't let me use the math, I can't, you know, I can't make it work. Stupid. Stupid. Do you know what? I got a better idea. Let's get rid of these. I feel like they've forgotten that primitives exist, guys, if I'm being honest. Sometimes I feel like they forgot that they have primitive nodes in Comfy sometimes. But I do appreciate all of the quality of life improvements. I'm not joking, I do. That's not a joke. I actually do appreciate it. But it does, like I say, feel like some bits are being forgotten about. Right, so anyway, if you don't want to do the easy way, which would have been to have a parameter that you add 2, so it would be plus 2 for every row, and the same that way, and then it's automatic, right? There are other ways of setting it up, but that's how I used to do it. So then you have like switch it a switch, and you can change the range and all sorts of stuff. But anyway, there's lots of ways to do it, so I'm not going to go crazy. All I'm going to do is show you how to get around this. So first things first, we're going to set up, like I said, steps on the y-axis. I'm not going to do a big grid here either as well, guys. Okay? I think you can work out how to go from, you know, what I'm showing you to... So there we go, we've got 8. So we've got 8, 10, 12 for the steps, right? And then we're going to copy the entire column. Shift V, Control Shift V. Okay. And then I want to change my CFG. So what I'm going to do for this set of CFG, this is another thing that a lot of people forget about as well. So that should be there like that for you. If I change this to 1 and then copy clip space, now I have to reset this link, but you won't. I can now just paste clip space, and if there's a lot of things, it'll make them all match. It's very useful, big time saving. So clip space, right? So that is now 1.0. So I'm going to make this side 2.5. And me being stupid, I should have fixed that before I duplicated it. It's because I had the primitives plugged in. 2.5 there. So now, obviously, to finish this up, I'm actually going to copy this one because I'll have to do that whole thing again. So yeah, like I said, it's just doing the things in advance so that you only have to change the one bit you need to change. So we'll go to 3.5 here. And like I said, the CFG shouldn't make any difference. 3.5 because it's, you know, Schnell. Alright. So CFG going from left to right, steps going from top to bottom. Right. I just wanted to go through that real quick because it's literally, that's all it is. You custom architect what it is you need, and that's how you do it. Obviously, having nice automatic systems to just do it for you means that when you duplicate them, it will automatic. You don't have to put the numbers in, you know? But yeah, this is set up for testing different LoRa combinations. Although I think they're all the same right now because I deleted the whole thing and started again for you guys. But yeah, that was what I wanted to show you on that side of things. Uh-oh. She's got like elf ears in that picture. Because it says cave woman character. Wait, is that a cave woman character? Is like a goblin? There's nothing else in here. I mean, fur skin, so maybe it thinks that she's a furry? It's only Epoch 1, so I'm not bothered. It'll take a while to train this through. But yeah, you guys will see the result of that. Tomorrow I'm going to be busy. I'm going to be out gallivanting around in the sun or rain, hopefully wearing shorts. So it's definitely going to rain. But yeah, like I said, we're going to be doing a big focus on TINS 2.0 on Sunday. So we're going to be making loads of stuff. Yeah, we're going to get Shrek by the end of it. Yeah, that's right, Dragon. I do my best. I do my best. All right. So that pretty much brings everything to a close. Thank you all for hanging out tonight. Like I said, we'll be back on Sunday. So get some sunshine in you. And I'll catch you all Sunday. Watch the pings. See you soon.